Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to change your cabin air filter and your engine air filter on a 2025 Toyota Corolla. So this one right here is the cabin air filter, right? Yeah, see what it look like? This is the cabin air filter. This right here is the engine air filter. I was trying to get a high flow, high performance drop-in air filter. You know, this is a paper one. This is a stock, replacement one. But I was trying to get the high flow drop-in air filter, like the K&N or something like that. But I was trying to find one where, non-oil, like non-oil base. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do, which is outside, which is the easiest. The first thing we're going to do is change the engine air filter. So when I went to the dealership, they told me that it's dirty, but it's not dirty, but they do recommend it be changed. They wanted to charge me $75. And, I'm like, I'm kind of a DUI, so instead of spending $75, I did successfully install the camshaft synchronizer on the Ford Taurus. I did successfully do that by myself, you know what I'm saying? Which have to do with the timing of the engine. I did successfully do that by myself with nobody's help. So I think I can handle putting in the air filter. I hope I ain't putting my foot in my mouth. So yeah, let's do the engine air filter first, and then we'll come back and do the cabin air filter. To pull the latch for your hood on your 25, 24, I think 23 Corolla, the latch is right here. So it's on the driver's side. You see where the dead pedal is? Go up, and it's literally right there sitting on top of the dead pedal. Once your hood pops, you're going to want to slip your hands right where the Toyota logo is. Go right up, slip your hands in, your fingers in, and then push this to unlock the hood. And I'm only doing this for those who don't really know, who wants to do it on their own, but they never did it before. But that's how you do it. And then there's a latch right there, right? And this latch on the bottom connects to here. When you're done, you just clip it right in. And when you're ready for it, you take it back out while holding the hood up with one hand. Then you're gonna use the other hand to put it. And just to show y'all, there's an arrow showing y'all where to put it. So it's real easy. Now we're gonna release these two clips. There's 1, 2. So once you unplug those two tabs right there, all right there, you just all you do is push this tab this way, and then for this tab on this side, you'll push it that way, and then you're gonna pull it out, lift it up. You don't have to lift it up all the way, and then you just pull the old filter out. This does not look like it needs to be changed. Yeah, have a little dirt in between. Look, ain't barely nothing in there. By the way, this is the old one. Ain't barely nothing in there. What are they talking about? It's minimal dirty. It's not dirty, crazy dirty. I ain't gonna lie though. Under here needs to be wiped down and cleaned, and it's kind of dusty under here, but we'll do that another time. So it's simple. The same way you slide the old one out is the same way you slide the new one in. So of course, when you're putting it in, right, you want to make sure that it's sitting in flat, it's sitting in all the way correctly. Once it's seated all the way correctly, then you just make sure that part goes back in here. Make sure this part's where it needs to be. Pull this clip back on. Pull this clip back on. And once those clips are on and that's back in there and you got your engine filter, placed correctly, then that's it. You're done with the engine filter. Alright, so to change out the cabin air filter, you're going to want to first empty out your glove box, make sure everything is out, and then you have a damper here. There's only one damper on the left side by the passenger door. So what you want to do is put your finger not on the outside. You're not pushing this way. You're going to put your finger here and you're going to push this way, and that's going to release this part. Once that part is released, then next up, the rest of the box is being held by this clip. Y'all can see it. It's being held up by that clip, and all you have to do is push out, and then the same for this side, push out. The whole glove box is going to come out. You have two tabs that's right here. You see this big thing right here? There's a tab here, there's a tab there. Once you push those down, these will pop out. It will pop out. Once it pop out, then it will expose your cabin air filter. Alright, so once you got the cover off, all you do is grab and pull. It'll come out. And man, this cabin air filter looks horrible. Yeah, this definitely needed to change. This cabin air filter looked terrible. You gotta see that? Looks terrible. So you're going to see an arrow on here that says up. And that is where you want your filter to be pointing. Okay, this is the brand new filter. As you can see, it's clean, which as it should be, because it's new. So the arrow says airflow down, right? So when you're installing your aftermarket cabin air filter, you're gonna want to make sure that you follow the directions. The same with installing the cover for it. It's pointing up. So you're gonna have this part pointing up, and you're going to put it in the same way you took it out. Okay, you guys, so once you're done putting the cap back on, the cover back on for the cabin air filter, what you're going to want to do is line these tabs up. Y'all see these two tabs on the glove box? You're going to want to line it up and put it in these holes, okay? Put the two tabs on the right side and that side. Put the two tabs on the left side on this one. Alright? This is the best way and the easiest way and the right way to put your glove box back on a 2025 Toyota Corolla LE. So, once you put those tabs in those holes, right? You're going to want to hold it down, make sure it stays in place, And then as you're pushing this up, you're going to make sure you want to pop these two things back where they need to be. And once that's done, you take your damper and then you put it back here. So once you press down, making sure that the tabs are lined up with those holes and they're in there properly, and you push it up and have those two things over there clip to where they need a clip, and then you put your damper back on, then that's it. You're done installing your cabin air filter on your 2025 Toyota Corolla Elite. You see? Yeah, and that's how you install the engine air filter and the cabin air filter. All right, on your 25 Corolla. So if y'all enjoyed this video, y'all learned something, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, you know what I'm saying, and share, you know what I'm saying, with somebody else who, you know, needs to know this stuff, who wants to do it on their own instead of spending $75 to have a mechanic do it when they could just do it on their own. All right, this has been another, I guess, repair video. So thanks for watching. This is Past Minor saying, peace.